Everybody, I'm Jamie Ray Gomes filling in for Dylan Black. Welcome to Daytime. We've got a packed show for you, so sit back and enjoy this hour. We're going to start off with Kathleen Trotter, who is a contributor to the Globe and Mail and author of Finding Your Fit. Kathleen, good to see you.
Oh, it is my pleasure. I love your sparkly holiday shirt.
Thank you.
Yes, it's not quite as classy as my ho, ho, ho Santa on a motorcycle shirt.
Okay, we're going to be talking about the holidays because it is stressful. It's a time when we overdrink and we especially overeat.
Yes.
And you're going to kind of give us a few tips on how to avoid that.
I'm here to tell you that you are not your unhealthy thought. You are not your craving. I know everybody out there is like, what is she talking about? You are the boss of your decisions and your thoughts. We all have cravings. I do too.
Yes.
But because we're adults,
Yep.
we get to decide if we're going to act on them or not, which is the brilliance of being.
Because it really is
adult.
easy when you're going to all these parties.
If you're
going
not
to work
mindful,
parties,
you
you're
just
going to
like
home
shove
parties,
stuff in your
and
mouth.
absolutely. And you start at that cookie table,
And
and
then
one
it
becomes
snowballs.
5 because you're talking to people
And
and,
then
you're
you miss
drinking
your
alcohol
workout and
you're not
everything.
working out.
Exactly.
Okay, so what can we do?
You have to use the not principle. So the not principle basically revolves around the power of the pause. The pause between the stimulus, as in the cookie or the wanting to miss a workout, and your response as an adult.
Okay. Yep.
So the N is first note. Note what is going on. So many of us, we mindlessly eat things we don't even like. So note, okay, right? I want a cookie.
That we
You
don't
right?
even like?
So why do I want to eat it? Am I sad? Am I bored? Am I at a party? I'm like, oh, I don't like this person beside me, so I'm like just shoving my food in my face, right? So you note what's going on. With awareness brings choice. You can't decide to make a better choice if you don't know what you're doing.
Okay.
Right? Okay? You have to own your choice and be open to change. And this is a really big one because I have a lot of people who come in and like, okay, Kathleen, I want to lose 5 pounds, or I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to get healthy. And I'm like, okay, great. So why don't we start with having a little bit of protein at breakfast? Oh no, I don't do that. No, I couldn't do that.
Yes.
Now the thing is, you're an adult, you can own the choice. If you decide not to have protein at breakfast, if you decide not to work out, if you decide not to take my advice, fine, own it, great.
But don't have a problem for every solution.
Exactly.
And I know people who do that, right? There's a problem for everything.
And if you want different results,
you
have
things
to be
differently.
open for different actions, right? So that's a
Okay.
really, really big one. Open your mind and just sort of say, well, what have my habits got me so far? I'm pretty unhappy. Well, then maybe I got to change my habits, right?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. And then the T, this is a big one. This is the time. And this is the time between the stimulus and the response. So it's not just in your brain that like 10 seconds you take that pause. It's saying, okay, self, I'm not going to say, no, you can't do that, but I'm going to give myself a little bit of space. So for example, I'm going to do some coloring, or I'm going to play a game of cards, or I'm going to knit, or I'm going to go out and have a walk with my dog, or I'm going to dance around my living room for 5 minutes, right? And so you say to yourself, okay, if I really still want that cookie in 30 minutes, I can have the cookie.
Okay, but if you're at a party, you might not be able to pull out right?
that would be a fun party trick to play some cards. No, but at a party, it's the same idea. Maybe it's not half an hour, and maybe it's not exercise or cards, but maybe you say, I'm going to step away from this food table, or because it's really dangerous to be like standing there. And just sort of say to myself, you know what, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes, and if in 5 minutes I still want a treat, I'm going to make sure I have a small portion of something I love. Or have a glass of water, as opposed if it's alcohol, right?
Because I was just going to say that. The same applies with alcohol, too.
Absolutely.
Don't you think? Like, we all drink more than we normally would just because we're sitting there chatting and we think it's Christmas.
Yeah, for sure.
And
the thing is, it is Christmas and it is the holidays, and I want everybody to enjoy the holidays.
Yes.
You know, my dad, I was talking to my dad last night about this segment, and he's like, oh, it's very negative. I'm like, no, it's the opposite of negative. It's positive, because what I'm saying is you're in the driver's seat. Your cravings are not. You don't have to wake up January 1st and be like, crap,
but I think, too, it's important to say, and I hope you agree, is that you don't need to deny yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Small portions of something that you love. Everybody at home, can I emphasize this more? Eat what you love. Don't mindlessly snack on crap that you don't enjoy because you're tired, because you're sad, because you're bored, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation, yes.
Okay. And the journaling.
Yes, okay, so you got this not principle. Easier said than done. How do you make yourself do it? First of all, journal. Write down what you're reading. Write down what you're thinking. Or even just take 5 minutes at the end of the day to write down what you're grateful for. So you're not only thinking about like, oh my God, I overate at that party. Damn, like that's so frustrating, right? Like say, oh, I love my mom. I love my kids. I love that it is the holidays. Okay, so that's really important.
Okay.
Sleep is really, really important, right? It's almost impossible to make good decisions when you're exhausted, right? You just grab the coffee, you grab the sugar, and then it's like up and down with the sugar, blah, 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 blah. Okay?
I'm a bad sleeper.
Sleep. And also helps to control your hormones that make you feel hungry and make you feel full. So it's really, really key. It's when your body rejuvenates. It's when your brain rejuvenates. Because alcohol too really
interrupts sleep. So you're on a vicious circle if you're not careful.
I know. So again, we go back to the moderation, right? And so to say, okay, well maybe I drank last night, but I don't have to drink today, right?
Okay.
And then last but not least, as I always say, some motion
get motion.
Some motion is always better than no motion. And we get in, especially around the holidays. So I can't get to the gym. I don't have 2 hours. I don't have an hour. So what? You got 10 minutes. You got 5 minutes, right?
Put on some music.
Put on some music. Put on some Christmas socks.
Oh,
dance around.
She's pulled out the Christmas socks,
right?
Folks.
They're even better than the ones I wore last time. So the thing is,
I don't know. Those
they're pretty good.
They are pretty
good.
good.
Christmas socks, right?
Okay.
But like anything is better than nothing. So you got the skipping rope, 5 minutes. If you're bored, again, you said put on some music. Put the skipping rope down.
We got 2 minutes.
Oh, we're good.
We're good.
We're so good. Oh my God.
Okay.
I thought we were like at 30 seconds. I was going too quickly. We would go back and talk about all this stuff again.
No, we're good.
So you don't have room to skip in your house?
Yes.
You put the rope down and you can skip over. You can do it single, right? Or you can do both, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you can do fun things like squat over and back, right? You can do balance stuff. You could
So basically, too, I'm sure that you would say that it's not always a good idea to just put, because a lot of people do this, including me.
What, you have bad habits? No, you don't. You're
sometimes
perfect.
I'll say, the gym, I'll get back in January because December's a write-off anyway, right? I'm going to be drinking, I'm going to be eating, so.
Okay, if you're going to be drinking and eating, it's even more important to fit in that 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's even more important to fit in that 10 minutes. Also, because the working out is going to help you deal with the stress, right? And it goes back to this sleeping. The more you work out, maybe you'll help balance out the little bit extra drinking you're having.
Okay, 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. Oh my God, I'm on the spot. Okay. Again, gliders. You got 5 minutes. You're in the kitchen. You're making food for your family because they still got to go to school and work. So you put the glider, or if you don't have a glider, you put like a towel on the floor.
Okay.
And you get down. And you're like, ooh.
Ooh, that's good for the butt.
Exactly. That stationary butt cheek. It's like working crazy, right?
You'd have a pretty good butt come January doing that.
And then after you. After you've done these 10, right? You're like standing on one foot, and then that's even more, and that's balance. And the balance is going to help you maneuver around the snow when you're carrying all your presents and you're moving around.
Okay, we gotta go.
Oh no!
I love Kathleen Trotter.
See you all in 2018.
Thank you so much.
How is that
2018. It is insane.
Crazy.
Okay, lots more daytime coming up. We'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned.